The day Tony Abbott was knifed, it must have just been me in far north Queensland moaning. The realm of the orcs. I was upset. And not just because you knew every last dumb shit.
But she's got a new hat.
Swing voter, who I bet every last one of them owns a Toyota Camry, is how much does that car scream? I've settled in life. Not ashamed of it, not proud of it. Toyota Camry. It's because Tony Abbott's not a bad man. He's just a standard North Shore kiss the chef apron owner who wanders through the world in this bubble fantasy of, "G'day, Chris Pine. Still having sex with the wife?"
Yeah. Very frequently.
That a lad? Give her one for me, Mr. Sun. Oh, thanks for making me want to get an ice cream in the middle of June, mate. So much more likeable than this classic business world knob.
Who's well aware that what I'm endeavouring upon is rather evil and has giggled about it at social events with all my corporate buddies.
Yeah, being amoral is hilarious, yeah.
Well said, standard soulless CBD dickhole number 5471.
Oh, is that my number, is it? I thought it'd be higher. Nah, but calling a spade, nice, good on you.
He's just your garden variety, completely self-absorbed suit prick. Best example.
I take climate change very seriously.
What, this guy? Hey? Turn it up. The Malcolmator.
Ah, yes, Malcolmator. I've heard that one. It's very annoying.
It at least made sense for the prime ministerial version of your rural grandfather who thinks,
I don't give a fuck about climate change. I'm slitting the fucking leaves through.
It sits with me better Tony attacking climate action on every level, from funding to science to replacing the carbon tax with the policy equivalent of 24 months interest-free con jobs. Just a total scam. That's why he got a Minister for the Environment who looks like every employee you've ever seen at Retrovision. It does not make sense for this failed OPSM model to tout,
I will not lead. One more time. You must pay attention to this now and everything else I ever say. I will not lead a party that isn't as committed to effective action on climate as that.
especially when he's worse than Tony Abbott. He's cut $3 billion from scientific departments related to climate change.
Yes, because unlike Tony, I'm well aware it's happening. I just don't care.
He's cut $500 million from Arena, which was on the verge of inventing solar panels that are 1,000 times more effective than current panels, and was leading the world in energy storage technology. But because this upside-down egg
doesn't like having confrontations with that George Christensen fellow, for who knows what lies beyond his blubber. What if it's Musk?
And when it comes to that taxpayer-funded Ponzi scheme, direct action, which Malcolm Turnbull himself once described as fiscal recklessness on a grand scale, now he says, it works. No, it doesn't! Look at this graph. The carbon tax worked, and you can tell because the line was going down, and it was generating $7.6 billion in revenue from dirty polluters. But see that? That's the exact moment direct action was implemented. Instead of getting $7.6 billion from the people that are destroying the planet, we're now giving them $10 billion, and for what? Notice anything?
Maybe.
Direct action is set to increase our emissions by 2030 by 15%. I mean, Jesus, even Solo achieved 5% real lemon, yet this lemon is ensuring we don't even reach that. Or will we?
Probably not.
But there is a chance. And it is so satisfying to say that this is the shot because we can now unequivocally and literally say the phrase, I have more faith in a worm than the current Liberal government. Because remember old Totally Wild episodes when they used to repeat every 6 months?
So Mum and Dad won't let you get a dog? Get a worm farm. It's like having a dog with no legs, no eyes, but there's millions of them! Ah!
Worm farm or compost bin. Get it. It solves 3 massive environmental problems at once, and all it requires is that you get a 4th bin.
Oh, I see. Making me contribute my fair share, eh? That's your little game?
I'm faultless! Get back to making fun of Malcolm Turnbull! Think about this. Australians send nearly 4.5 million tonnes of food waste to the landfill per year. We're like 1920s America for rats. 'Cause in Australia, first you get the garbage, then you get the litter, then you get the hat. That's 4.5 million tons of potential compost that could be used to maximize plant growth, prevent soil erosion, both pivotal strategies to fighting climate change that are currently doing nothing but swell up our landfills by up to 40%. That's turning into 16.5 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions a year, the equivalent of the aviation industry, which at least serves a purpose as it helps us see the Sphinx, Machu Picchu, Dubbo. This is 3% of our total emissions being needlessly released into the air every year because you won't get a bin.
No! I'm gonna have a wank!
40 councils have come together under the banner of Compost Revolution, and all of them have discounted these climate change fighting tools from 25% off to absolutely free, depending on where you live. My worm farm costs $22, and my compost bin, you ready for this? A cowboy. It was $10. I paid more for my Porto meal I had for lunch that day, took a bite and went...
In you go.
Stop putting on so much damn mayonnaise. The average household can divert 120 kilos of waste a year, meaning you can reduce your household emissions by 192 kilograms just from this simple action. And most importantly, I still get just as much joy to this day opening up my worm bin and going,
Oh, it's a brain. It's a worm brain, huh?
And that's why you should get a worm farm.
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.